Hello friends, welcome to my videos. So today in this video I'm going to discuss if it is really required to have a car in Canada or you can manage with public transport. So before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe because I regularly upload videos, and if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel free to ask. Alright guys, so let's proceed. So first of all, holding a car is of course not mandatory. It depends upon your circumstances, your requirements. So whatever I'm gonna tell in this video is based on my experience, my life. So it depends in where you live in Canada. For example, if you live in Toronto, or I should say GTA, public transportation is really good here. Like I have been living here for more than 5 years, and I rely on public transportation for almost everything. So here the network is too good, and a very good thing is like for local transportation. For example, let's say if you are in Toronto, so you use TTC, Toronto Transit Corporation. So the fare you pay here is not based on the distance, it's based on the usage. So you do have monthly passes, you have daily passes, you have weekly passes, you do have single ride fares too, but that is for one ride including transfers. If you need to change your bus or anything as part of your journey, so it's not distance based, and this is how it works. But yes, if you go out of major cities, for example, let me share my experience with a very small town named Wasaga Beach. So when I went to tour the city, and I tried to avail public transportation, I did not find it up to the level of TTC, because there was only one bus every hour wherever you want to go. It was difficult. It was like a mini bus. It was not even a normal full bus. So yes, if you live in a town, let's say Wasaga, and you come to, let's say, Barrie for your work, or Mississauga, then you may need a car because the public transportation may not be suitable for you. A few other points I would like you to tell. Right now you can see around you that it's summer in Canada, and environment, weather, everything is excellent. It's like nice picnic environment. You can see families picnicking around. But when it is winter, this is just gonna be opposite. It's gonna be too harsh. So it's gonna be snow all the way, very chilling wind flowing around, and you don't feel comfortable when you stay out. So at that moment of time, if you are traveling using subways, then it is fine. You just go to a station and then you reach your destination. Inside public transportation, I mean buses or streetcar, again you have temperature controlled environment, so again that is fine. But consider a scenario: you are standing at a bus stop for, let's say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That could be something you may not like because of very harsh winter around you. Similarly, this is what I told you about Toronto. Similarly, if you live in a small town where the frequency is not high, then again this could be harsher for you. And you need to understand one thing, like in Toronto you have much better connectivity because of subways, but in other cities you don't have this facility available. I mean, this facility is available in major cities. Like if you go to Montreal, they too have subway system. They do have good network of buses also connecting almost all the places. But if you go to other places, like let's say if you live in Mississauga and you work in Mississauga, so Mississauga transit is good and they have good connectivity, but that works only on buses. They don't have subway system like Toronto. So during winter it will be too difficult for you to uh, manage if the frequency is not good on your route. And another point you should consider is the cost. Yes, when it comes to the cost, of course anybody would say that relying on public transportation saves you a lot, and yes, this is true, because when you use public transportation, for example, you are in Toronto and you use monthly TTC pass, so there is a fixed cost of $151 and some cents. So you just pay that amount once a month, then anytime you want to avail within the month, you can use it. And the good thing is the pass is transferable. I mean to say, in Toronto, I'm talking about TTC, like I hold a monthly pass. So I use it morning. At night, somebody else wants to use TTC. They can take my pass and go. But at any moment of time, that pass should be in use by only one person. But yes, if your pass is free, your neighbor can borrow it and use it. Or else you can borrow it from your neighbor or your friend if you really want. So that is again some sort of saving for some people, not for all. So these are the things. But if you own a car, like even if you don't mortgage and if you just buy upfront, still there are numerous costs associated. You need to mandatorily have an insurance, then you have to pay for gas cost, maintenance, and lot of other expenses. And the biggest hurdle I see, or I should say the biggest thing that concerns me when it comes to cars, of course it could be different from yours, is like parking fee. That also depends upon area, and there are free parking facilities also, but in offices I see parking is like very expensive. For example, in some buildings I see like it is like $200 a month, or in some residential buildings I see like $60 a month. So suppose you live at a residential building on rent, and you pay $60 a month for parking over there. You work at an office and you pay $200 a month over there, so again 280. Then if you go anywhere over the weekend or anywhere else, like I mean to say that apart from gas cost, maintenance cost, or an insurance, still you have to pay a lot for parking. And if you go to a tourist place, it may be even higher, because once we went to Saga beach on a friend's car and we had to pay $20 for a few hours of parking. So that's how it works, guys. I mean, if you have your own transportation, this is how it works. But yes, everything comes with its own benefits and advantages. But when it comes to a city like Toronto, like if you are in major city like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Ottawa, you have so many facilities available, and if you need any urgent ride, you can even rely on taxis. Now Uber network is very good in Toronto. Like I do have used Uber to go a few places, and yes, every time I have got my ride within a few minutes. And apart from Uber, for regular taxi services are also excellent in the city. Like we have many taxi companies, so in case of any emergency it's really easy to get. But yes, if you have your own car, you can always take it and enjoy. So that's what my view about this topic is, and I wanted to share with you. So I hope you like this video. Make sure to give it a like and comment, and if you have any concern, any question, anything that comes in your mind, feel free to ask. Thank you, guys.